So let's show you this guy right here. So we're at White Oak Pastures, and they have been looking to establish oaks for quite a few years here, and some with quite a bit of success. But I think they would say too that most have not been all that successful. This one, you can see how much this thing has been browsed again and again and again. All those short little twigs is when it was browsed, and then it grew again, and then it was browsed, and then it grew again. And I guess it is getting bigger, little by little by little. But it's taken quite a beating in the process. So this is being protected by what's called an ArborShield. This is a product, I think it came out of Spain a number of years ago. I also bought a number of these, quite a few of these, when I first found out about them. I was very excited about using them. You can see it's a little bit tough to see with all the little oak branches too. But these things have these metal spikes. Let's see if we can get into focus here. It's got these metal spikes all along here, all along the cage. These spikes are facing out. And they're supposed to deter cattle from rubbing. And I think they do a decent job at that, so long as the post is set real nice. They come with rebar, but I think White Oak has figured out that oftentimes you need to put something a little bit more sturdy in, like a T-post. And the main problem that you can see is that the trees grow through the wire cage. And so the branches then get nibbed off, the leaves get nibbled off. Once the cattle get a taste for that, then they want to put more pressure on the tree. And then they don't get above browse height in these things. And then you can move the shelter up. But I'll tell you from firsthand experience that these shelters are a pain to work with. And everyone here at White Oak seems to agree. They hate it. With so many spikes, these are just an absolute pin cushion to work with. So you can do more with these, but they're just a lot of work, a lot of maintenance. Anytime that trees are protected with cages, I'm not a big fan of that, because stuff will grow up inside of the cage, and then you need to weed it, but you can't hardly get into this cage. Or it'll take you several minutes of work to open it up, weed it out, and close it back up again. And you better be wearing gloves, and you also better be wearing eye protection with this thing, because you don't want one of those stray barbs to get you. I've also been told by these folks that every once in a while a cage will fall apart, fall into disrepair, and if you get one of these panels facing up, with the spikes facing upward, and you drive over that, you're going to have a flat tire real quick. So this is, I'm sure it has its use cases, but this is not what we like to use with trees for grazers. It's also several times more expensive. Like our tree tubes for a farm this size that are buying in bulk, you're probably talking like $8 a piece. These things, at least, these were probably 6-7 years ago, these are like $25 a piece, and a lot more expensive to ship, because they're so heavy, so they're so bulky. The wires just get tangled up together when you're shipping them. They're just not great to use. So anyway, this is one of the methods that White Oak Pastures has used. We've used it too, just on a trial basis in the past. None of us have liked it, and so that's why we innovated. We tested this out, and this has worked very, very well for us, and this is our go-to tree protection style now. And what we're going to be testing here at White Oak Pastures, just to see if it works well with their system. We know it works very well with our system, our tree protection system for our clients in Pennsylvania, but they're smaller farms. They don't have quite as many cattle running through them. So our motto is to start small and start now, and see what works and see what doesn't. So we'll test this on a small scale first, and if they like it, they'll scale it up.